Hola, hello everybody. My name's Richard Gerver. It's an absolute privilege and pleasure to be with you all here. It's been a great experience, and I hope that you get the chance to reflect and learn from some of what you've heard at the events over the last 2 days. So, the first question I want to explore is what are the ways we need to consider teacher training if we're to change the paradigm of education. We need to think very, very long and hard about who we recruit into teaching and how we train them. Now, the first challenge for me is we need highly creative, inventive, entrepreneurial people in education. And to encourage more of us, we need to make sure that the profession is valued. It's seen as a profession, it's respected, and that we pay the right salaries. In return, we need people who are prepared to take risks, to live a culture of action research, to constantly question their practice, to reflect on the ways they work, and to crucially spend time themselves outside of the education bubble in order to understand the challenges that face our children in their future. They also need to understand that the future role of a teacher is not about control, but it's about empowerment. So one of the other critical questions that people ask me is, what is the future role for a school principal, a head teacher? And I suppose one of the first things I think about when I reflect on that is the role of leadership and my view of what leadership should be. You know, for me, leadership has never been about power and control. The greatest leaders I've ever known are people who empower others to achieve greatness. The job of a great school leader should actually be to do themselves out of a job. It shouldn't be to control policy and systems. It should be to ensure that everybody in the organization gets the opportunity to ask the questions, to trial the new ideas, and to move forward in an organic way so that everybody within a school community feels like a stakeholder, that every voice from every child to every parent to every member of the wider community, to every teacher, has the opportunity to develop their ideas, their thinking, and their practice. It's the idea of what will happen to textbooks is a fascinating question, because there is a societal perception that textbooks somehow are as important as the Bible. And what strikes me about textbooks in the modern age is that as soon as they're printed, they're out of date. They're already not relevant. And the danger is we've always seen textbooks as the guide by which we teach. You know, I remember as a child in my own school knowing that tomorrow in our English lesson we would be doing page 53 of the textbook. I also remember cheekily as a child getting my biology textbook and looking for when we were going to do human reproduction with my friends and being excited about that day coming. The point is, textbooks are predictable, they constrain learning, they constrain the power of where learning can go. And I already believe that in a lot of schools, in a lot of countries, textbooks are already becoming obsolete. They're almost archives, they're almost historical documents. And actually, when you look at what publishers in education are doing now, the textbook in its traditional form is really dying. Now the publishers that are not just going to survive, but thrive in the future of education, are having to invest in far more interactive developmental tools that students can access in line with the vast array of things they already have access to in the digital world. So for me, it's not a question of as and when textbooks will die. I think they've already become obsolete to a large extent. So my message for everybody out there watching this film, particularly the educators viewing this film, you are amazing people. You have my complete respect. Your energy, your enthusiasm, your passion for young people, your ingenuity and creativity must come to the front. You must not underestimate your ability to change the lives of your children, but also to change the system. Have a heart and continue to do the things you do, and at the same time keep pushing yourselves to the limit of your own expectations.